Hello guys, welcome back. Now today, I'm going to be talking about Alex Ovechkin and if he can hit 60 goals this season. Now Alex Ovechkin has been on a serious tear so far this season, but how likely is it that he reaches 60 goals and can he actually do it? Now, Alex Ovechkin is the best goal scorer of this generation. I think almost everybody watching this can agree with that right now. He might be the best goal scorer in the entire NHL's history. That's how good Alex Ovechkin has been over his career, and this season has been no exception to that rule. This season, once again, he's been scoring goals left and right. It's seeming like every single game, he's either close to scoring a goal or scoring a goal. And at age 33, that is so impressive. And for a guy like that age, while he is still Alex Ovechkin, to do what he's doing at age 33 is some of the most impressive stuff I've ever seen. Now, so far this season, Alex Ovechkin for the Washington Capitals, he's played 44 games, gotten 32 goals, 18 assists for a solid 50 points. And so far this season, he's just been so good. And that is come to be expected when it comes to Alex Ovechkin. But I didn't really expect him to be this good. And even with the goal scoring, he's still scoring at an elite rate. And at age 33, you can't really ask for much better from him. And for a lot of NHL players, the early 30s is where you really start to regress. For a lot of players, it's usually the mid-20s where the prime is, maybe even the early 20s. But the early 30s are usually where a lot of NHL players start to regress in their point totals and start to regress in their play. But Alex Ovechkin, I would say, he's pretty much wine. He's gotten better with time, and through his overall game, he is so much improved. And at age 33, he's scoring goals like he has never had before. And right now, of course, the scoring is up in the NHL, and Alex Ovechkin has taken advantage of that. Now, heading into this 2019 season, I predicted Patrik Laine to overpass Alex Ovechkin when it came to the goal-scoring title. I thought that Laine was looking pretty good after last season, and he might have the potential to overtake Alex Ovechkin for that #1 spot. For me, I had Ovechkin being #2 and Laine being #1, and we all know how that has ended so far. That prediction has not gone really towards plan. Alex Ovechkin has dominated, Patrik Laine has been meh, but so far the goal-scoring, Alex Ovechkin has been dominating the NHL. You get guys like Jeff Skinner behind him, but mostly Alex Ovechkin is on an island of his own, and rightfully so, because so far this season, he's just been straight phenomenal. Now, currently, Alex Ovechkin is on pace for around 55 goals. We're 44 games in the season, or at least until Alex Ovechkin's season, and he, of course, has played fantastic, but he is around on pace for 55 goals, which is fantastic, because last time that he got 55 goals or more was back in the 2008-2009 season, where he got 56, and of course, the year before that, he ended up getting 65. Now, those two seasons were about a decade ago, and Alex Ovechkin, a decade later, is almost about to be on the same pace, which back then, I'm pretty sure a lot more goals were scored, a lot more points were scored, and even though the NHL is trending upwards in the goals, what Alex Ovechkin has been doing has been so impressive. And again, a decade later, he was on the same goal pace, and a decade now, he's at age 33, and he's still scoring for one of the best goal-scoring seasons that he's had in his career. Now, with Alex Ovechkin's elite season and how well he's been playing in the NHL this season, the question of this video, of course, is can he actually reach 60 goals this season? And it isn't impossible, I would say, but it is improbable. Now, I'm not going to say that Alex Ovechkin will not get 60 goals, but it is pretty improbable that he does so. Now, if there's any player to get 60 goals, especially this year, it will be Alex Ovechkin. But again, that'll be a pretty hard task for Alex Ovechkin to complete. Even though Alex Ovechkin is pretty much a god amongst gods, he's still, of course, 60 goals in a season is something that he's only done once in his career. So, while I think it can happen, I think it'll most likely not happen, even if he might get close. Now, the biggest thing for Alex Ovechkin, I think, is to stay healthy. We already know that he's been a beast so far this season, but he has stayed healthy up to this point, and that is a huge thing for him if he wants to get 60 goals. Again, he's on pace for around that marker, but if he wants to have a chance at it, he has to play all 82 games for the Washington Capitals, and I think that is a must. If he misses 2 weeks or something, if he has maybe even a little bit of a minor injury, that could prevent him from getting 60 goals, because that is such a hard task to complete, and for Alex Ovechkin, I think staying healthy is an absolute must. But again, for Alex Ovechkin, if he wants to hit that 60-goal mark, he has to stay healthy. He has to stay consistent. There was one point, I think a couple weeks ago, where he didn't have a goal in 7-game stretch. And for Alex Ovechkin, if he wants to get that 60-goal marker, he can't afford to have too many of those. And while that might be an exception, he has to stay consistent with his goal scoring. And he's done that for the most part so far this season. But again, to get 60 goals is a tough task. And for Alex Ovechkin, while he can do it, he's going to have to really go hard at the last second half. And at age 33, his age might just come back on him. Right now, if you're 33 in the NHL, you're pretty much an old grandpa, and Alex Ovechkin still performing at an elite rate, but his age might catch up to him in the second half. We've already seen him outspoken, of course, he's going to skip the All-Star game. We already know that he's going to take the rest that he can get there, and that's a good thing. If he went to the All-Star game, he might not have gotten 60 goals, but since he's taking that break, he might get that. And of course, with Alex Ovechkin, he needs all the rest he can get, and at age 33, again, getting 60 goals will be hard for him, but it certainly isn't impossible. Now, for me personally, I think Alex Ovechkin will not hit 60 goals. I think he might get close to that, but I don't see him getting that 60-goal marker. Again, in today's NHL, while his scoring is up, getting 60 goals is almost unheard of, and we haven't seen that for a long time. So again, Alex Ovechkin would be the guy to do it, but I really don't see it happening. But again, Alex Ovechkin has proved me wrong time after time again, so while I think that he might not get it, Alex Ovechkin has proved that he is an elite goal scorer, and again, if there's anybody to score 60 goals this season, Alex Ovechkin will be the guy to get it. Now, if I had to put a prediction on how many goals Alex Ovechkin will get, again, right now he's had 32 goals in 44 games. So for me, it's a tough one, but I'm going to say Alex Ovechkin gets 53 goals by the end of the season, and I'm going to mark that one down. But again, I'm hoping that we see him reach at least 50. Last year, we saw him get 49, one off from that 50-goal marker. I think he is most likely going to get that 50 goals. I hope he does, unless we have a huge injury or something. That would suck. But if he stays consistent, if he stays healthy, I think he can get at least 50 goals. And of course, here's hoping that he can actually get that 60-goal marker. But of course, with this video, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments down below. So let me know, what do you think of Alex Ovechkin's season so far? What do you think of the goal scoring the goal scoring pace that he's been on? And of course, do you think he'll actually score 60 goals, or do you see him scoring below that? But if you guys want some more grab videos, you can watch this video where I review the new NHL All-Star Game jerseys. But that is going for today, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. You can comment down below your thoughts on Alex Ovechkin and if he'll score 60 goals this season. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Goodbye.